What is going on, guys? Welcome to my first YouTube video. Today I'll be showing you how I shredded fat and packed on muscle all while working 40 plus hours, spending less than 6 hours weekly in the gym so you guys can replicate the same at home and achieve the same results, if not better. So let's get right into it. Growing up, I was always a skinny kid. I was never anything other than skinny. I was a soccer player. I love to play sports. Being a soccer player, I burned so many calories just as much as I ate. So I had no diet. It's pretty much just anything goes. And I was always skinny and I was always lanky, right? It's always been a thing, and it made me feel super unconfident and insecure. I hated being skinny. Like, you know, when the skinny guys pinch their wrists, I did that 24/7 because it just ate at me. Although, like, you're a freaking teenager, you're not supposed to think these things, but those things bothered me. And it's the whole reason why I even started this whole fitness thing. I wasn't happy with what I saw in the mirror. I knew I could achieve more with my physique. So at 17, I decided to stop making excuses and start making a change. Simply that. It starts essentially with just hating your scenario, just being simply disgusted at the fact that you are something and wanting to make that change. But also, just wanting to do something doesn't mean it's gonna happen, right? And that was the case for me as well, right? All I had was a goal, but I had no clue what I was doing. I had zero structure, no plan, no idea what to eat, no idea how to train. Everything was guesswork, and my body and habits and motivation reflected that. So at this point, I stopped playing soccer at 18. And I continued to eat the same way I did when I was playing soccer. And what happens with that is you end up just getting fat because I'm no longer burning the calories I'm consuming. And my training was also all over the place. To think about it this way, all I did was go to the gym and try to get a pump max, bang, 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 go in there, hit multiple sets, lightweight, just get the fucking blood in the muscle. And I like to power lift. I also really like deadlifting and benching, and obviously like everyone does. But you know, those things don't get you the result. And to be strong and to have a cool pump is an awesome thing. But if you want the results, you gotta train and eat the way you wanna look, right? For your goal. So that being said, I got fucking fat. I didn't get extremely fat, but this is again another breaking point where I was like, dude, how much fatter am I gonna get? Like, am I gonna just let myself get more fat? That was the whole thing. I could have gone fatter. Don't get me wrong. I could have continued. Like, this lifestyle is simple. You eat whatever the fuck you want. You go to the gym whatever the fuck you want, and you hit whatever the fuck you want. There's no structure in that, and that's why, as I said, my body, habits, and motivation reflected it. Like, look here. I do not look happy. I'll tell you how much. I do not look happy here. So after 3 years of doing whatever I wanted, I went from 150 to 200 and hated how I felt. I was lethargic, I was bloated, I was low energy. That's some bullshit. You don't want to be that shit, you know? I didn't get the confidence and satisfaction I thought I would. I realized effort doesn't guarantee results, structure does. And that's the biggest thing, is that just because you put in a lot of work for something doesn't mean it's always going to give you the best results back. Because I can tell you right now, I was working really hard. Or at least I thought I was working really hard. I was going to the gym. I was hitting the gym hard. Just because I was pump chasing doesn't mean I wasn't going hard, right? And I thought I just need to eat everything in sight. That's not how to do things. What I realized is these key pillars for transformation. Progressive overload, which is executing a structured routine, the same lifts, progressively increasing performance over time to build muscle and strength. Macro adjusting, tailoring your intake of protein, carbs, and fat to support your fitness goals. That's very important. And honestly, low friction systems make it easy to execute across training, food, habits, consistency becomes automatic. Simplicity is key. Don't try doing all this complicated shit. It's simple. I have guys that want to fucking, for their meal plan, for example, for their diet, they want to make this fucking hour-long meal prep, 2-hour-long meal prep, and I'm just, why? If you can do that every single day, by all means, go do that. But if you can't, which is most people, you want to stick to the simple 30-minute. The less friction there is to do something, the better, guys. I went back to the drawing board and built a repeatable system that fit into my schedule, which was school and work. Once that clicked, fat loss and muscle gain became inevitable. As you can see, went from this skinny little twink to, like, you know, a little fucking chubby guy to fucking dial. And the funny part is, to get from here to here, it was not that hard. It really wasn't. And after I made these changes, my confidence shot through the roof. I was doing less, but getting more out of it. Keyword, doing less, but getting more. The right structure kept me consistent, training with a purpose and seeing progress from week to week. And I feel like $1,000,000. I'm not fucking lethargic. I'm not tired. I'm active here. We're active here. This is kind of annoying. So lessons learned, I learned how to handle challenges and learned to be even more disciplined than before in order to run my business. I'm confident I can freely take off my shirt at the beach knowing I worked hard to get where I am. And freedom. I've always wanted to have freedom doing what I want. Now I can do that. I run an online fitness coaching business. Truly, fitness has allowed me to do that. I am now able to take my passion for fitness and share it with others and have an impact on their life. All just because I went to the gym and decided to do it for myself. Now I can help others. I want you guys to know, as this is all going on, I was working, I was in school, and I was also running a marketing agency at the time, right? So time, if you're saying right now you don't have enough time, it's an excuse. It's an excuse. I'll just be honest, it's an excuse. As I said, my fitness journey got me here, from a skinny kid who struggled with confidence to a man who has now conquered his mind, learned to be disciplined, and can handle challenges that may come his way in the future. This is a simple guide for macro adjusting and progressive overload for cutting and bulking. So for cutting, you want to eat in a small deficit, probably like a 200 calorie deficit. Set your macros to what you see on the board. Progressive overload, keep weight the same, add reps over time, add weight when reps cap out. If progress stalls 2 weeks, eat a bit less or move more. Increase cardio over time, plus steps are consistent. Make adjustments when you have data. Don't just make adjustments to your plan whenever the fuck you feel like it. Do the shit for 2 weeks consistently, see how your body reacts. It's as simple as that. And the same thing for bulking, eat in a surplus. If you stop gaining weight, then you want to raise that surplus higher. Set macros, what you see on the screen, progressive overload, add reps, then add weight over time. You want to be getting stronger in the movements, right? Stick with your main movements. If progress stalls 2 weeks, eat a bit more. Same thing. Maintain consistent cardio for minimal fat gain. In the photos you saw earlier, I wasn't doing cardio. That's why I looked that way. If you want to maintain minimal fat gain on the bulk, maintain consistent cardio. Key notes for doesn't matter bulking or cutting is get your routines, keep those routines the same, and only change when you have data. That's literally it. Those 3 things. Get your exercises, Monday push, Tuesday pull, Wednesday legs, or whatever your split is, and keep those the same. Keep your exercises the same. Try to progress in them. And same thing as your calories. Keep everything consistent and only make adjustments to your plan if anything stalls. If everything's working, if you're losing weight, you're gaining weight, whatever your goals are, you're making progress, keep the same shit going until you need to make adjustments. So with all the information I gave you, you should be good to go on your way and start implementing. However, I got an opportunity for you. And the truth is, you do not need more information. If that were the case, you would have already achieved your goal. What if you could learn how to build your dream physique, be held accountable, and be part of a like-minded community? What if you could? That'd be crazy, right? The truth is you can. And you know, this is for these people, right? If you're not any of these, click off the video. You already got what you needed. For the people that stayed, this is for people who want unshakable confidence. The confidence to take off your shirt and not even have to think about it. I don't even think about taking off my shirt. But if you asked me 4 years ago, damn straight, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it every day. You want to feel good without your shirt. You want relentless accountability. Are you tired of slow progression? Are you feeling lost? Are you an action taker? And are you open-minded? I could read all the words on the screen, but who gives a fuck about the words on the screen? And when it comes to not reaching your goal, it always boils down to accountability, training, or diet. I've yet to meet someone who struggles with any of these and is at their goal. It's just doesn't make sense. Because realistically, the people who have succeeded, they don't struggle with this. Step 1 is always figuring out where you're at. So this is our 6-step process for transformation. Mindset is obviously important because it is the leading driver behind everything. If you have a shitty mindset, you're not gonna get to the fucking goal. And that's not even with training. That's just with everything in life. We're gonna help you get rid of the limiting beliefs that you've been holding you back your entire life. A lot of people who aren't in shape glorify being in shape. To step on a stage at Olympia, it's hard, right? Because if obviously you're competing, but just to get in shape, it's not that hard. And as you can see from my client, look at this. Honestly, I didn't pick out like I would have before. The person they were before this program versus the person they are now, completely different. And it's all in the mindset, also in the accountability, but mainly the mindset. Things that seemed unreachable before are reachable now. And the key difference, removing those limiting beliefs that are holding you back. We're gonna help you adapt to the mindset that allows you to succeed in any aspect of life, build the foundation you need to get started in the fitness journey. This isn't something you accomplish overnight. We help you prep to get ready to face the hardest challenges of your life. To achieve this, you need to rewire your mind, implement good habits, and be self-aware. We're gonna give you optimal workout plans. We're gonna help you enjoy the process. Because at the end of the day, if you don't enjoy this shit, then you're not gonna fucking make it. Customized diet and meal plans. You know, we're gonna give you adaptive meal plans, the exact meal plan that is catered to your body and your goals. It's not a one-size-shoe-fits-all. A diet that works for person A might not be the diet that works for person B. We're gonna keep your favorite foods in the rotation. Obviously, you know, you can't have them very often, but we're gonna keep them in the rotation, right? Keep them within the plan. We're gonna have you within a like-minded community. Guys, something I didn't mention before, but I'll mention now is I may have not been in a community, but I still had people keeping me on my shit who were, you know, who went with me to the gym, who fucking talked to me every day about my goals, who kept me on plan. The togetherness, you don't realize how much community actually helps. Number 5, relentless accountability. If you don't see progression in your life, that means you lack accountability. When I tried to do everything by myself, I felt overwhelmed and I felt alone. There's only one solution to this. You need to make friends who have the same goal as you. Friends that won't let you slack off because you feel like it. What's the best way to achieve a goal? Stay in front of 100 people. The right community will support you on the path even if you fall off. That was the biggest difference for me. I didn't have that community of building my physique, but I had people around me who kept me accountable, making sure I was keeping up my workouts, diet, cardio, and habits. It would be the most important key to achieving my physique and getting rid of all my insecurities. Host weekly group calls, one-on-one calls on top of that to make sure the journey is going through smooth as possible. This isn't your average video program. It's a brotherhood that works together to change your life. Yeah. It's literally more than just fitness. It's changing the entire way you look at yourself. It's changing the entire way you look at fitness, the way you look at life, how you tackle problems. And last but not least, premium access to me. Direct access enhanced support. Guys, I'm here the whole entire way. I'm honestly more hyped about your fucking journey than you are yourself. A lot of you don't realize how close it is. You don't realize how close you are to your goal. It's literally right there. The gap between you and your goal is just a little bit of action. Next steps, if you're ready to build a shredded physique alongside your full-time job without having to spend hours in the gym, then book a call with me down below in the description and I'll see if you're a good fit for the program. This was the whole entire video. Thank you so much to those who made it to the end. If you have any questions, you can comment, you can DM me on Instagram, do whatever the fuck. I'll answer. Let's fucking get it, boys.